Yo, what is up, everybody? It's Coochie back with another video. And as you can see, I'm doing another reaction video, but today's a little different. Today, I found this video on the Flock, or this channel from the Flock community. If you don't know what the Flock community is, that's FaZe Adapt's community. I am a member of it, as you can see, joined, member. So, this other member of the community posted this this channel saying Adapt should react, right? So I wanted to see if it was worth reacting to. Well, I decided that these two videos aren't, but a different one is. Now they might be worth reacting to for other people or at other times. They might be good videos, don't get me wrong, but I seen this one that said how humans broke the game, so I ended up subscribing to this person or whatnot, you know what I mean? So ultimately, I think Adapt should react to these videos because let's get into it.
Made in partnership with CuriosityStream. Humans are the current #1 build in the meta, but they haven't always reigned supreme. In fact, at first they were one of the least powerful builds in the meta, and it took several buffs, refinements, and before the human became even remotely threatening within its home server of Africa. So today, we're going to break down all the different variations of the human build throughout the history of Outside and discuss their unique traits, stats, and abilities
in the African server.
Why some of these skill tree choices worked, while others couldn't compete. The first players to unlock the human class were a group of African primate mains that switched from the knuckle-walking quadrupedal build to a bipedal one.
This early into the video?
It's important to note that at this point, they hadn't sacrificed their arboreal mobility perks yet, and relied heavily on their ability to climb to escape danger. The top tiers at the time were all large terrestrial mammal builds far too strong for Australopithecus to challenge them, so their only option was to avoid them. It might seem counterintuitive to switch to a bipedal build when your playstyle is centered around the arboreal zone, but the reason this was so crucial was because it freed up their hands to be able to carry items back to their tree. This was the first step towards refining the cooperative, loot-sharing playstyle that have made humans so dominant in the current meta. Now, you might be surprised to learn that the devs have nerfed humans in the past.
The devs.
Tree dwelling strategy was seen as a cheap way to avoid dealing with other players, and so the devs decided to reduce the number and size of trees in the Africa server. This forced humans to ditch their arboreal strategy and spec into ground-based abilities. And for a while, humans got absolutely bodied by other players. Even with the ability to use items and create tools, the other builds in the region, like saber-tooths and giant hyenas, were far too strong for humans to deal with. They had to rely solely on the thieving skill to get by, but this disadvantage was slightly mitigated by their newfound ability to crack bone using tools, letting them scavenge for marrow after big cats had finished with the kill. Once humanity had scraped together enough evolution points by scavenging, they finally got to level up some of their stats and give themselves the ability to survive by hunting rather than scavenging.
So, as we look at this, intellectual and the mobility is all the way up at max, but the power is at about at a 59, almost a 60. So we say about a 57, 55, you know what I mean? The defense, whoo, that's down near there, damn near at a 20. We're gonna have to get that one up, because with no defense, you know what I mean, we're gonna get fucked up. We can have all the mobility, the intelligency, the power. It doesn't matter. If our defense is ass, we get fucked up. HP, not looking too good. About a 35, 40. Not so well. We need that up. And stealth. Our stealth is damn near ass too, just as our defense. Damn, we need to get those 4 categories up. You know what I mean? We need to put some attribute points into those 4 categories so we can start being max leveled, being a one hitter quitter, you know what I mean? As soon as somebody try to touch us, hit them one time, they done for. That's what we need to work on for our operator. You see our operator right here, right? He's not looking so good. He got some skinny ass legs, some weak ass arms. Don't get me wrong, he's strong. He looked like he's stronger than me as of right now. I'm weak. I ain't gonna cap. I'm skinny. Do I really care? Man, this nigga got some long ass hands for his feet. He don't even have feet yet. You see that? That nigga don't even got feet yet. He still got fingers for his toes. So maybe if we work up on this defense and stealth, his toes might turn into, or his fingers might turn into toes. And it won't look like his arms might move up towards his actual shoulder. Because right now he looking wild. It look like he got he got 4 titties. That's what it looks like if you want me to be real. His arms look like they're lower than they should even be. It looks like this, look, his legs aren't making no sense. He got paws, but he got thick ass thighs, and to the skinny ass, what is going on right here? You know what I mean? And to these long ass hands. We gotta do something about that.
They spec into longer legs and less body hair, allowing them to finally unlock one of the human's most powerful signature abilities, sweating. Sweating allows the player to recharge their stamina even while moving, whereas other builds are forced to stop and use the pant ability to recharge stamina. They could justify putting all of their evolution points.
Oh, hold up. Okay. So, it's still the same. Never mind. Okay. You're in intelligency.
A sustainable source of meat is worth a lot more XP than fruit or scavenged marrow. So much so that this let humans finally start leveling up their intelligence to a truly staggering level, promoting both cooperation and innovation. But once again, nerfs were on the way. Just before the Ice Age balance patch hit, a faction of the human player base migrated servers, establishing themselves in the Europe server. Most of the others stayed in Africa. The Ice Age patch hit, and it led to 2 very different changes in the 2 servers that the humans were playing on. In Europe, as you probably expect, the overworld temperature dropped, and ice damage became a threat.
Oh, we getting nerfed. Y'all realize that we just got nerfed. The server just got nerfed. Oh my goodness, they done changed the weather. It went from sunny outside to winter outside.
There, spec'd into bulkier builds that could survive the cold better.
Oh.
In short, the update didn't really affect them too badly. This group.
So it was a weak ass nerf. You know what I mean? It's like when them Call of Duty nerfs, when they go to nerf this annoying ass gun, but ultimately, not even annoying. It don't even got to be annoying ass gun, a good gun. You know, think of the COD developers nerfing your favorite gun that's just smacking, like Kilo or HDR. You know, some type of shit. But ultimately, the nerf didn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Not shit happened. Still beaming niggas. Still quick scoping niggas with the HDR. Still smacking niggas with the car. Still popping niggas with the Kilo, yada yada yada, you know what I mean? The developers need to try a harder nerf, because that didn't do shit to a boy.
Known as the Neanderthal faction. The humans that remained in Africa, now known as the Sapiens faction, faced a much worse update.
So what happened was we got split into 2 factions, you know what I'm saying? 2 factions, A team and B team, red team and blue team. Blue team on this side, red team on this side.
During the Ice Age, Africa got hotter and faced a much worse update. Ironically, during the Ice Age, Africa got hotter and drier. The large herbivores humans had such a good matchup against all left, and the human player base in Africa was reduced to the brink of extinction, with player counts below 10,000.
So think of it like, damn, a new Call of Duty came out, right? All the player base just dropped. They go on from the old Call of Duty, we go to the new Call of Duty, you know what I'm saying? We left Modern Warfare 3 in the past. Now we go into Black Ops 6 type shit. That's where we at.
They survived by leveling up their fishing skill, scavenging for shellfish and other low XP sources.
Okay.
They too made their escape from Africa. When they finally escaped Africa, they were finally back in a server that they could thrive in, but they had competition.
Oh, and you already know how it be. As soon as the new game come out, right? The new game come out, and we already got sweats on the first day. Nigga, how? The game just came out. How are we going against these sweaty ass niggas already when the game just came out?
The Neanderthals had the highest stats of any human build in history.
Oh, we gotta go back. The Neanderthals are OP, bro. The Neanderthals, that's like your player with the highest KD levels. You know what I'm saying? That 1% that you not getting in, bro. You down here. The Neanderthals are up here. Neanderthals are up here, right? To the top. Why? What the? Oh. Okay. My shit from my hair. Anyways, right? These niggas at the top. We down here. Ain't shit we can do, bro. Either you get better or you you not surviving. Voice just cracked.
Neanderthals had the highest stats
Look.
human
Bro, they got the max intelligence. Their power is almost all the way at an 80. It's probably about like a 65, 70-ish. You know what I'm saying? Defense about a 40. A lot better than what we are at. You know what I'm saying? Mobility. The mobility hasn't changed. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, once niggas know how to run, niggas know how to run. Ain't shit changing until we know how to fly. Until we start growing wings and shit and being able to grow gills, your mobility's not changing unless we lose our legs. You know what I'm saying? If all humans were to lose their legs, mobility will go down. If we were able to fly, mobility would go up. We can swim, but that doesn't really change nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually we gotta get up out the water. HP went up by a little bit. And stealth, honestly, stealth didn't do shit. You know what I mean?
built in history. They had bigger brains, more girthy bodies, stronger muscles, just undeniably a more viable build compared to sapiens. So by this point, I'm guessing you're wondering, well, if Neanderthals were more powerful, why is it that eventually the Neanderthals lost the faction war to the sapiens? It turns out that their physical superiority was actually their downfall. Neanderthals and sapiens had a very different hunting strategy when it comes to taking down large herbivores. Neanderthals had the strength to defeat them with melee combat.
Okay.
And had the defense and HP to be able to take a hit or two, even from some of the Ice Age's strongest herbivore builds.
So essentially, them niggas was not scared to, to get into some fist fights. Essentially, you know what I'm saying? They was really about the shit, really swinging on niggas and type shit. You know what I mean?
They were also fast enough to be able to close the distance between themselves and their targets. This all sounds awesome, but there's one key detail in this plan that you might have noticed. Since Neanderthals were fit enough to take on these herbivores face to face, they didn't have to invent ranged weapons. Sapiens, on the other hand, would get one shot if they tried to take on behemoths like mammoths or woolly rhinos in close combat.
So essentially, the other niggas, they was too pussy to get close. Is pretty much what he was saying.
Though their brains weren't as big as Neanderthals, it was still more than enough for them to be able to use the aforementioned crafting skill to create the first ranged weapon, the atlatl. Atlatls are a relatively simple yet effective item that allows the user to launch spears over twice as far. This was critical for the survival of sapiens, as it allowed them to match the DPS of the Neanderthals.
Ooh, they was on that sniping shit. Adapt, you know that shit, boy. I know that shit, boy. We snipers a snipe, you know what I'm saying? A sniper gonna snipe. Snipers know sniping. Sniper knows ball, you know what I'm saying? A sniper knows a sniper from a sniper type shit, you know what I'm saying? Essentially, them other niggas running, gunning with their pistols and shit type shit. But as a sniper, you know what I'm saying? We like to take our target from a distance type shit. Oh, they was quick scoping niggas back then, bro. Where you think you going? Nowhere?
Also stay out of range of a potentially devastating counterattack.
So essentially, these niggas were the first snipers.
Sapiens also tended to have bigger party sizes. Neanderthals were less social and tended to stick to small, tight-knit groups, while sapiens formed much larger communities that could control much larger territories. Eventually, even though Neanderthals...
They had the whole lobby with them, bro. So think about it. You got your squad, and then you got the whole lobby. Which one you gonna go with?
The better fighters, they were the ones failing to find enough XP to survive.
Ooh.
And this is where their physical might became a huge detriment. The bigger you are, the more energy you need to survive. Neanderthals' strong, powerful bodies eventually became unsustainable. Most of them were defeated in combat or starved, although a few did end up actually switching factions and joining with the sapiens. But finally, after defeating their most dangerous opponent, humans were free to dominate the game as the new top tiers. They mastered several key advanced techniques such as agriculture, archery, and sailing, allowing them to push the meta far past what other builds ever thought possible. You'd think that they would all work together to rule the game, but unfortunately, many of them ended up engaging in PvP with each other.
Okay.
It kinda makes sense given that other players are hardly even a challenge, but nonetheless, infighting is their biggest weakness right now. Anyways, hopefully that gives you a better background on the history of the game's most overrated build.
Explain it to me easily, you know what I'm saying? In Call of Duty terms, like that comment said.
I bet many of you noticed the incredible footage of ancient hominids that I used in this video. This footage is from a brand new documentary called Out of the Cradle, which was animated by Square Enix, the masterminds behind the Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest for 24
Don't care. There you have it. Yes. How humans broke the game. Hopefully, we'll end up seeing Adapt react to some of these videos. Now, before you go, ew, that was your comment. No, the fuck it wasn't, pussy. I don't know who Lagsy is, 6. You know what I'm saying? First time I've ever seen one of their fucking comments. So therefore, I don't know who this is. You know what I'm saying? I barely even comment in the flock. And if I was going to, it'd be as mine own shit. You know what I'm saying? There you guys have it. It's been your man Coochie. And I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace out.